Welcome again to the old principle. 老校长欢迎你. Yes, we're going to spend some time studying English. And today we start a very interesting story. In fact, this story will go for 1, 2, 3 lessons. And this is number 48. And the title of the story is Information, Please. So maybe we can ask Mrs. Ash to join us here for a few minutes, and we're going to have you read it. Now, first of all, this is a very old telephone. Very old telephone. And this old telephone, well, when we were little children, there were still some of these telephones around.
Yes.
Out in the countryside, 在乡下还会有这种电话. Okay, so now that you know that we're talking about this telephone, we can come back to us. Okay, do you want to read?
Yes.
Okay, read us the story.
The following story is not mine, but I personally do remember the time when telephones were very primitive. The story goes like this. When I was quite young, my father had one of the first telephones in our neighborhood. It was a wooden box and shiny black receiver hung on the side of the box. I was too little to reach the telephone, but I enjoyed listening when my mother used it to talk to other people. Then I discovered that somewhere inside that wonderful box lived an amazing person. Her name was Information, Please. Whoever was in the box knew everything, telephone numbers, the time of day, etc. My first personal experience with Information, Please happened while my mother was visiting a neighbor. I was playing with some tools and I whacked my thumb with a hammer. Oh, the pain was terrible, but there didn't seem to be any reason in crying because there was no one at home to give sympathy. As I was walking around with my sore thumb, I passed by the telephone. I stood on a chair, I unhooked the receiver, and held it to my ear. Information, please, I said into the mouthpiece. A clear voice spoke into my ear. This is information? I hurt my thumb, I cried into the phone. The tears came quickly, since somebody was listening to me. Isn't your mother home? Came the question. Nobody's home but me. Are you bleeding? The voice asked. No, I replied. I hit my thumb with a hammer and it hurts. You get some ice from the ice box and put it on your thumb. After that, I called Information, Please for everything.
Okay, thank you. You even sound like a little child. Okay, wonderful. Now, we're going to look at this story, and if I have a little bit of time, I will tell you about when and where I first ran into this kind of telephone. Okay, Magi, show them a picture again. Show the picture of the telephone. I want you to look at the telephone here. See this telephone? This is the way the telephone used to look 50, 60, 70 years ago. 甚至于80年以前就是那样. Okay? Now, if you come back to me, I also brought here, let's just come back here to me. Okay? So, Terry, can you see that? Okay? This is a modern telephone. So, when we talk about the telephone, this, of course, in those days, you couldn't punch buttons or you couldn't even dial. 也没有办法这个拨号码等等. So you use, well, nowadays we use a 话筒, huh? This is a 话筒. But in those days, it was very, very different. Okay? Very different. Okay, so that's a modern telephone. You saw the old phone. And now we'll just put this back where it came from. And we are ready to begin. The following story is not mine. Okay? But I personally do remember the time when telephones were very primitive. Okay, now we've come over here. And 我记得小孩子的时候有些地方 actually not everywhere, but some places had very primitive telephones. Very primitive. And primitive, what does primitive mean? 原始. Very old, okay? Okay? And the story goes like this. When I was quite young, my father had one of the first telephones in our neighborhood. Okay? 在我们的那一代，特别是我们住的那一带 neighborhood， 几个房子啊 neighborhood， 我们的几个邻居 okay, neighbor is 邻居 neighborhood is where you have many 邻居住在一起 okay, and my father had one of the first telephones. I don't remember that. I remember the newer telephones, but in my home, we had one of the first television sets. So it's a long time ago. 但是在乡下还是用这个原始的那个电话. Okay, going on. It was a wooden box. A wooden box, okay? 一个木头做的一个盒子，刚才你看到这个picture a wooden box with a shiny black receiver hanging on the side. So it was completely different. Nowadays, the 话筒, you hear, you speak, okay? But in those days, 那时候呢这个话筒是分开的 okay? Going on, it's a wooden box and a shiny black receiver. 那个话筒是黑色的有一点 shiny 光明的 shiny black receiver hung on the side, 就是在那个盒子旁边，挂在盒子旁边。Okay, going on. I was too little to reach up there. 没办法摸到太高. But I enjoyed listening when my mother used to talk to other people. So when my mother talked to other people, I enjoyed 享受很喜欢听一听妈妈所讲的话 when she talked to other people. Okay, going on. Then I discovered somewhere inside that wonderful box. 不晓得在这个盒子里面wonderful 奇妙的盒子the wonderful box 奇妙的盒子 lived 住 an amazing person. Okay, amazing and wonderful 很靠近 But amazing in this place means 不简单的一个人。特别不简单的 an amazing person. Her name, 她名叫请给我信息小姐。So the little boy, all he does is he hears his mother say, information please. And so he thinks that the lady inside the box is named 她名叫 information please. Okay, of course, information please means 请给我信息. But the little boy 有一点误会. He thought that the person in the box was named information please. Going on. Whoever was in the box knew everything. 不管是谁在这个盒子里面, whoever was in the box, they knew everything. 明白所有的事情. Whoa! The telephone numbers, these are the things, of course. Okay, telephone numbers, the time of day, 等等. 这个 etc 就是等等的意思啊. So when you called up there, you asked, I'd like to speak with 某某一个人. Or what is the telephone number for such a person? Or what time is it? Time of day means what time is it? Okay. So this person knew all this information. Going on. My first personal experience with information, please, 小姐. Okay, my first personal experience, 我第一次的经验, 我个人第一次的经验, personal experience with information, please, happened while my mother was visiting a neighbor. 当我母亲去拜访一个邻居的时候，我才经历过。那么经历过什么？现在要讲他的故事。Okay, going on. I was playing with some tools. What is a tool? A tool is 工具, of course. We all know what tools are. And I whacked. It almost sounds like quack. Quack is what a duck says. But no, it's whacked my finger, my thumb, 大拇指, with a hammer. 铁锤, or just 锤子, okay? Hammer, Hammer. So while I was playing with some tools, I whacked, 打, okay, my thumb with a hammer. Oh, it hurt. Okay, going on. The pain was terrible. Okay, now, usually terrible means 可怕. Then you can translate 这个是很这个痛苦是好可怕. You could translate it that way. Sometimes terrible just means 非常非常痛. 所以这个两样都可以翻译. The pain was terrible, but there didn't seem any reason in crying. 但是呢，没有意思哭啊，没有意思哭啊。为什么不哭啊？这个你打得好痛苦，很痛。 你为什么不哭啊？Because there was no one at home to give sympathy. 当然这个母亲已经跑到这个邻居的家了，那家里没有人同情他 sympathy to give sympathy 没有人同情他，所以他说那我这何必哭啊？没有办法，没有人同情我，这不用哭maybe after a little bit we should ask Mrs. Ash because she's been a mother. We ought to ask her if children cry just because they want sympathy. But we'll ask you that later on. Right now we need to finish the story. Make sure we get the story finished, okay? Okay, so he didn't cry. Going on. As I was walking around with my sore thumb, and I was walking around with my sore thumb, then I passed the telephone. It's too bad I don't have a good telephone. I just have this modern telephone. And so I passed the telephone. It was hanging on the wall there. And 我刚刚经过那个电话 and it's then next I stood on a chair, so he took a chair, brought it over. 刚好 I could speak on the telephone. I unhooked the receiver, 这个话筒, put it up to my ear, and I said, 请给我信息，小姐。Information, please. I said into the mouthpiece. Okay, now I want to point out two things here. Could I just come over here for a minute? I want to point out that the receiver, okay, and the mouthpiece are both, let me come over here. You're going to have to follow me, okay? Receiver and mouthpiece. Receiver is what you put up to your ear. Mouthpiece, what you speak in. 现代两个都是一样的东西，叫话筒。But back then, a receiver was what you listened to, okay? And the mouthpiece was that thing 凸出来的黑色的 that you spoke into. 你就是给他讲的 okay? So a receiver and a mouthpiece nowadays is called a 话筒 okay? Now you got that. We'll put that back there. Going on to the next one. A clear voice. See, she said, information, please, right? And then a clear, 很清楚的声音 spoke into my ear and said, this is information. Okay? Woo! 真的是有人啊. Okay, going on. I hurt my thumb. I cried into the phone. Okay, I hurt my thumb. That is, well, in hurt, 我害了我的大拇指, but he hit the thumb. Okay, and I cried into the phone. Okay, now. Crying. Why would you cry? Because somebody is listening. Okay? Yeah, information, please, is listening. 这个请给我信息，小姐在听我所讲的。Okay. So the tears came quickly. Tears, you know what that is, don't you? Yeah, 眼泪 came quickly. So that means that it came very quickly. 流眼泪相当多. Somebody was listening to me. Somebody was listening to me. Going on. Isn't your mother home? 你母亲不在家吗? Came the question. 他就问了. Nobody's home but me, I cried. 在家只有我一个人. Going on. Are you bleeding? 你流血吗? 你流血吗? The voice asked. 这个声音就问我了啊，你流血吗? No, I replied. I hit my thumb with a hammer and it hurts. 啊，我是用锤子打我的大拇指，好痛苦，好痛啊。Okay, so going on. Get some ice from the ice box. Okay, in those days, ice box was just a box. It's just a box. 也不是我们现代的这个冰箱啊. It was a box, and they put ice inside. 真的是在里面就放了这个冰块. So the lady said, "Go get some ice and put the ice, 这个冰块, on your sore thumb. Put it on your thumb." 这个很痛的这个大拇指. Okay? Going on. After that, it says, after that, I called information, please, for everything. 这个之后 I called information, please. 这个请给我信息的小姐 for everything. 不管是什么事. Okay. So, that's the story. Now maybe we can ask Mrs. Ash to come back here and join me. And the first thing, as a mother, when children come crying to you, what is your first thought? The children are crying. So what is your first thought?
Something's hurting them.
Something is hurting them. Maybe physical hurt.
Yes.
It may be something else.
Yes.
But for sure, something is hurting. Will children sometimes cry for no reason? Maybe just to get angry?
Yes.
Had that ever happened with your children?
Well, mothers learn that there are different cry sounds.
Okay, so 这个哭叫的声音呢是都是不同的. Okay, so you have different kinds of cries. No happy cries. They're all they're all unhappy cries, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now maybe you can tell the people out there what are some of the different cries?
Well, one is bored.
Okay, there are bored, 感到很无聊, Okay, so what's the second thing?
Okay, actually, the main one that the mother is listening for is, are you hurt?
Okay.
So that is a certain sound.
有没有 有没有害伤你？
Yes.
有没有痛真的是痛的地方呢？
They're hurting.
Okay.
It's pain.
I thought of another one. You know what it is?
What?
Anger.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes children get angry and they jump up and down and they cry.
Yes.
And recently we had an experience like that where the child was crying and crying and crying. No reason to cry, just crying.
Mm-hmm.
So as a mother, you tend to have the ability, 有能力分别 what kind of cry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I think that's about all I need from you at the present time. We're running out of time. The next time we will talk about the little boy, and he's often going now, he's going to call information, please, 小姐, and she's going to help him in many different ways. So you'll want to check out the next lesson. It's very interesting. Maybe I can say more about when I actually saw the old-fashioned telephone. Okay, but I won't have time to talk about that today. So at this point, I just want to share with you that you can write an email to us. Okay, the email address is theoldprinciple@gmail.com. Again, 我们的这个电邮地址是 theoldprinciple@gmail.com. The website, our website, 我们的网站是 www.theoldprinciple.org. Okay, so with that, we've had a great time with you today. 欢迎你下一次再看 The Old Principle.